Smiley from the Energy Boutique with your energy forecast for December 2021. So on the 21st, we have the solstice taking place, of course, ushering in Capricorn season. So the solstice is when we have the shortest time of day. The sun stands still in the sky, really unsure of where it is that the sun wants to go from here. Now, this is a reset. This is a pivotal point. We are closing out one season. We are preparing to enter into the next. This is where cycles close, where timelines collapse, where storylines collapse, where our energy gets upgraded to the next frequency, to the next vibration. So the solstice is a little bit interesting, especially depending on where it is that you're at in the world, because we feel this pause, we feel this stillness. Again, the sun just kind of stands still and doesn't really get moving until Christmas Day. Thus, why the Son of God was born. It also ushers in Capricorn season, which is very interesting why these two particular events align. First of all, the reset. We've been building and building and building and ushering in these new vibrations and frequencies. We've been in harvest season, having our energy siphoned off either by the good or the bad, and sometimes a little bit of both. And here we are with the solstice activating the reset, ushering in Capricorn season, an earth sign where we have to kind of slow down. That earth sign wants us to slow down, to take it all in, to reflect on all that has transpired, to get a grip on where it is that we're at, especially with our goals, with our desires, and where it is that we want to come up with a logical and practical strategy on bringing new foundations to life, especially thinking about our long-term plans. Now, Capricorn energy ruled over by Saturn, of course, the Lord of Karma, definitely focused on roles and responsibilities, commitment, authority, power, control. And although sometimes Capricorn energy gets a bad rap for being too controlling, being too negative, being too stubborn and rigid in their thinking, we really have to understand that the Capricorn energy is the great manifester, the great creator, the great builder of the zodiac, especially tied to karmic lessons, karmic contracts, karmic storylines. It is the last earth energy of the zodiac. We, of course, have Taurus at the beginning, helping us really define who it is that we are, our ego identity, the skills, the talents that we have, the relationships that we have, very focused on accumulating things here in this physical realm. You have Virgo energy, very much the analyzer, the organizer, the perfectionist, being of service to other people, really recognizing the health and wellness aspect that we need to involve ourselves in this physical realm. And then you get to Capricorn, the one that takes the collective energy on their shoulders. Again, another reason why this is a karmic sign is because it is at the latter end of the astrology wheel, where it's more about the collective than the individual. So in Capricorn season, yes, I know we're in the midst of holiday season and things get a little bit crazy, but afterwards we hit this brick wall. What do we do now, right? So this Capricorn energy is good because we get to think very long term about what it is that we want. It's a great energy to usher in a brand new year, of course, setting goals for ourselves, really kind of exploring our new passions, our new desires, taking the ideas that we were downloaded with while we were in Sag season and really getting down to the nitty gritty on what needs to take place first in these new foundations, in these cornerstones of relationships, of values, of our career, really focused on what it is that we want to build and create from here. So there's a lot of strategy that we are kind of, mulling over. This is, of course, the high parts of Capricorn. A couple of the not so nice parts I did kind of float over very vaguely earlier in this little forecast, but the control issues, right? There's a huge weight of roles and responsibilities on our shoulders in Capricorn season, and we do have the want, need, and desire to kind of micromanage and control every element in our lives. And, with Earth energy, it's always about step-by-step process. It's always about what needs to be done first in order for, phase 2, 3, 4, and etc. to be able to be built on a strong foundation that will not crumble under the pressure and under the weight of the dreams in which we intend for these new foundations to house. We can get a little bit detached from our emotions in Capricorn season. Again, very focused on the to-do list. We would rather, distract ourselves and be productive in our daily lives than sit and be reflective and mull over the nostalgic feelings that Capricorn energy honestly just does not have time for. This is a little bit of a balancing act because we are kind of thrown into a highly emotional time with the holiday seasons, really triggering a lot of emotions within us. But for the most part, Capricorn energy just gives us a whole lot of ambition. We want to bust free from old cycles. We want to create new dreams and desires. We're setting new goals for ourselves, and we really do not have time to mess around. So this Capricorn season, of course, Venus is already in Capricorn. She just went retrograde. So she's going to add to the inner reorg that we have to go through in order to get our values straight, our new worth in order, really taking a good look at our foundational relationships, routines, structures in our lives that we built, and really questioning whether or not they're actually bringing us happiness, bringing us joy, and bringing us the kind of return on investment that, of course, business like Capricorn energy is very concerned about. So we just want to make sure that we're kind of balancing out the pros and cons of this particular energy. Again, being ruled over by Saturn, giving us a little bit of a tough love life lesson. We do have the opportunity to kind of sink into a negative narrative. That is the definite con, I should say, of Capricorn energy. But the pro to that negative thinking is recognizing where it is that we have control over our thoughts, over our energy, over our emotions. And with that control, we can really sit down and think about what it is that we want to create, especially moving into a brand new year.